Hey all my Be Wellers, it's Brisha here bringing you the latest episode of Being Well with B.A. and Co., or better known as the Be Well and Be Free and Disney Mom Site mashup. So today we have lots to cover with you, going from our How to Beat the Friday Trap, talking about branding, our Health and Wellness Roundup, which will focus on why dancing is such a great exercise for you, and of course, everyone's favorite, the Disney Roundup. Tons and tons to talk about. We're finally kind of getting over the hurdle of Beauty and the Beast. I know that's what we've been pondering on for a long time, but we're definitely moving on from that, and we're here to give you lots of new stuff. And as always, I'm going to kick it over to Ashton with the Disney Roundup first.
Hey everyone, I'm Ashton, the founder of the Disney Mom site and the Disney Mom herself, and today I have a lot, like always. So the Coronado Springs expansion has begun, finally, and with that comes the new gondola that's going to be from Coronado to, I believe, Epcot and then to Hollywood Studios. But when I was looking at the map, I noticed that there's another stop on that. It's bigger than those three locations, but I wasn't able to see where it is, so I'll get back to everybody on that. Port Orleans is no longer offering the Bayou Pirate Adventure Cruise, which is taking effect immediately, which is sad because that was one of the things that I was going to do this summer with the kids. Thought it was going to be fun, but I guess Disney's over it. But Disney has something new at Disney Springs. Cherry Tree Lane has introduced to us the dress shop, which has like Dapper Day style Disney dresses, which I think are so cute. But Brisha was telling me, I think that you said $108.
$118 just for the dress, and then alongside with the dresses basically is like a build your own like outfit kind of collection thing. This week I'm going to try to stop on over and on both of our YouTube sites just post up a quick video of what they have and kind of the pricing of it as well.
Okay, and then PhotoPass. Supposedly they are keeping the lanterns from Tangled, which I'm hoping.
So the last time I was there, they did have them. I will warn ahead that line is absolutely ridiculous for it. People line up in the middle of the day to get it. The pictures are super cute. I'm not a Tangled fan, so I personally don't have them. My cousin does, and like I said, the backdrop is cute. I'll go ahead and attach that today so you guys can all see it. It's definitely cute if you're a Tangled fan. If you have guys who are Tangled fans at home, I definitely say doing it, but it's kind of a whole day experience for sure.
Yeah, because I saw it and I was like, it's so cute. And I think if you have kids, and like we're not Tangled fans, we're not, but we go every year with my in-laws. My sister-in-law is going to be there, and so I thought it would be a good experience, but I'm going to be crossing that off my list.
Yeah, I wouldn't, if you're an AP, I would definitely recommend doing it, but if you're on a time halt, it will be something that you really have to, you have to be kind of a Tangled fan to want to go ahead and do it. I would never want you to miss out on more opportunities for fun, so that's just kind of my 2 cents on that one.
And then the last thing that I have is the weddings at Disney. So I was telling Brisha earlier that I am wanting to renew my vows with my spouse in the next few years. And so I was doing some research, and now they have 3 different tiers that you can choose from. Wishes. I wish. Wishes is starting at $12,000. And now let me just say, these prices do not include, decorating the facility. These prices do not include cake. These prices do not include any, transportation. These prices do not include food and beverages. So keep that in mind. The next is Escape, which is $5,000 starting. And then the last is Memories starting at $2,500. So while I can respect Disney for having different brackets to try and help fit everybody's needs, you also have to add on everything else. Because I did just, a little planning today for the Escape, and I was looking at $10,500. because the escape, I believe, is from 8 to 18 people is who you can invite. Memories is for 4 people, and wishes is up to 24 people. So you do have a limit on your guests, but again, it does not include food, transportation, decorations, anything. That's basically your fee for the facility that you would be using. So that's all I have for the Disney Roundup today.
So, on my end, we're going to jump into how to beat the Friday trap. So, as a quick disclaimer now, it should have kind of been on the Disney Roundup and how to beat the Friday trap. I have kind of taken it upon myself to start a little craft time in my residency, and I find it really therapeutic and really nifty. On the line of if I want to open up an Etsy shop or not, I haven't fully decided, but I am going to start doing custom Mickey ears. Mine are way different. I like the floral-based ones really well to do. I think they come out really pretty. I've already made about 3 to 5 pairs of the floral-based, so I'll be attaching pictures. I had someone asked me for Moana-inspired ones, which kind of sparked me and got me going. And now I've been on a crazy mad hunt for designing different ears. So be on the lookout for that. They will be affordable. I don't ever want to have to charge anyone more than I think, isn't fair. I see a lot of the shops on Etsy, they want to charge $25, $27. And honestly, for the $25, $27 price range, that's great, but you could just buy them from Disney. The reason why you want to buy custom pieces is usually because they'll be a little bit, not less quality, but a little bit cheaper and affordable, so you can have that experience of having your own special design ones. But the real belly of the beast that we're going to get into on how to beat the Friday trap is talking about branding and how to brand specifically on Facebook. It's really, a lot of people don't realize this, but before you start off having a like page on Facebook, you definitely want to build your friends to that 5,000 threshold, and then from there build a like page. If you want to do both, that's great. They're both great ways to connect, but just keep in mind that's how you should definitely start it out. My first tip of how to build your own brand would definitely be define who you are. Know who you are, know who you want to market yourself to be, and totally be genuine about it. Don't kind of have that fake persona. Be true to who you are and what you want and what your purpose is. That's really what people want to know. People want to know you and your brand and what it is you do. So make sure on your Facebook, on your social media, you have what it is that you do. If you're a health and wellness coach like me, if I went on my profile but I never saw what workout routine I did, what I ate, what healthy recipes I tried, I'd probably be scratching my head thinking, I don't think this girl's a health and wellness coach. So make sure you identify with who you are. Number 2, choose your friends and your audience wisely. Just because you want to build a network quickly doesn't mean that everybody really is your friend or is in your network or audience. There's a lot of scam pages out there, and there's also a lot of unprofessional fellow entrepreneurs out there. A lot of them will try to come on your post and almost steal potential clients or steal clients. So be aware of that. Be mindful of your audience. It's a key thing for sure. Also, you want to totally make sure that you're engaging and that you're engaging enough and you're engaging properly. Make sure that you're commenting on people's stuff, liking their stuff, sending them messages, being positive, giving them kind of that thing that they can see that you're there and that you're connecting with them. And my last and key thing with building your brand and how you can build your brand better is updating, posting updates. But the most important thing about posting those updates is that you're sharing valuable content. If you're not sharing anything with me that's going to improve my life somehow, chances are I'm not going to want to follow you. There's going to be no reason. What are you giving me for free that's going to provide value to my life? And another key thing in that kind of, posting updates and sharing valuable is use Facebook groups. Use them. They are your friends. Whether you choose to have it private or public, those groups will really help to build your niche audience. And we've decided over here that we're actually going to do a Be Well and Love Disney group on Facebook. It'll be on both of our Facebook pages to join. It'll be a really positive kind of support and accountability group, not only for like health and wellness junkies, but also people who love Disney and have that love for different things. So it's kind of a mashup and kind of a group where we can talk more to you guys and connect more with you guys and let us know what's going on, kind of on a more of a daily basis as opposed to how the podcast is on like a bi-weekly basis right now, just because things are kind of crazy. Also, with that, with using the groups on Facebook, make sure you use the event posts. Have it open to the public, and that's a way to build your business, build your brand, and share events. Even if they're online-only events, it's really super helpful for people to be able to say, hey, I see that, Be Well and Be Free Wellness is holding another free fitness group or a paid group. I see that. People will want to join, they'll want to know more. Use those to your advantage. So like I said, key things to branding. Define who and what you are. Choose your audience wisely, engage and connect with your audience, post updates sharing valuable content, and make sure you're not afraid to use free groups and the events page. So that's kind of our roundup for how to beat the Friday trap. It's really simple, really easy. Don't let social media be scary. Make sure all your social medias also are cohesive in what they're saying and what they're doing. You don't want on your Facebook to say one thing, your Twitter to say another thing, and your Instagram. Mine is kind of a great example. My Facebook is what I use the most. You see there that I'm not only a health and wellness coach with Beachbody, but I'm also a podcaster. When you go out to my Instagram, you might have a different layer of all that, but you still see that. And the same with my Twitter and on my website. So make sure all your things are connecting and people really see that you're serious about what you're doing, because that's what people want to know. So, like I said, that's my How to Beat the Friday Trap, and we're going to go right into the health and wellness roundup. So I don't know about you guys, but I have had a really stressful last few weeks. They've definitely taken a toll on my body, and as you guys know, I do everything I can to make sure I treat my body really well and really good, but sometimes that isn't enough. So I was doing Body Beast. That was the program I was doing, and then I was doing Size once a week dance routine. And the last week had a crazy work schedule and was like, you know what? I love to dance. I was a dancer when I was little. I love it, and I think it's great. So I decided for last week and into this week, why don't I take the two main Beachbody dance workouts, which are Country Heat and Size, and just kind of mesh them up, do them together, and then I'll integrate Body Beast back in. So a lot of you are probably sitting there wondering, like, well, how is dancing a good exercise? Because I don't see it. It's dancing. It shouldn't be considered good. But trust me, dancing is a great exercise. One of the number one reasons is it's a constant change for you. You're never going to do the same move. You're always going to be moving and grooving and getting up there. Dancing can also serve as a creative outlet, so it might spark more creativity in you. It might be as another purpose to get a message across. A lot of people will use dance to kind of promote a message or promote a brand. Anyone can dance. It doesn't matter if you're 5 years old, if you're 55 years old, anyone can get up and dance. You can make moves your own and feel comfortable and confident about doing it. It improves your overall flexibility. So if you are an avid, fitness person, your flexibility and your stability will be on point. Balance is another key thing that dance helps with. And it's definitely a combination of different types of exercise, depending on what kind of dance you're doing. And then music. Music definitely will help to inspire you in further ways. So I always love to give the ways how working out can kind of affect you in different forms of life, not just the physical way, but also the mental way too as well. So, with that being said, the next thing I'm going to talk about in my health and wellness roundup, and I know we can all understand this as women, is the challenge of the fitting room. I don't know about you, but I don't like the fitting room.
I hate it.
I had two experiences this week which were absolutely mortifying. The first one, I don't even know where I went. I thought I was going on a date, so I needed a new outfit because if you know me, I wear all black, or I wear sweatpants or yoga pants. That's not date appropriate. So I needed an outfit, so I went and I tried it on, and the first day I got so frustrated by what the label said, by what the size was, that I forgot that, a year ago, I was totally different. I was 10 to 15 pounds heavier a year ago. And it doesn't seem like, 10 to 15 pounds you've lost in a year is a lot. But when you're dealing with a lot of things and you're just trying to establish that, it can be. So for me, sitting there trying on clothes, I kind of took all that progress away from myself. I let all those things that I had changed get away just because of the size. So fitting room day number 2, I had a similar experience where I was like, you know what? No, I'm going to own it. It doesn't really matter about the size. The sizing here in the U.S. is so, it's not right. It's not right to what the average woman's body is. But I figured, let me share, my fitting room tips. Some ways that you don't have to have that anxiety or that breakdown. My number one thing is snap a selfie. That way, you can actually see what you look like in that outfit, and you can get other people's opinions. Something that I love to do on Facebook is definitely be like, outfit of the day A or outfit of the day B. And kind of do something fun like that. Get that engagement. Get your confidence boost. 2, always try different mirrors. Department stores are infamous for having a mirror inside the fitting room and outside the fitting room. Walk around. Check out yourself out in that mirror, that bigger mirror. That's different lighting, different angles will definitely help you. Number 3, wear proper shoes. You don't want to be going out, trying on cocktail dresses with sneakers. It's not going to work. You don't want to do that. As well as make sure you're wearing proper undergarments. That's another thing. You don't want to be in a sports bra, but you need to be wearing a normal one. And that same goes for kind of like your hair and makeup. I'm not saying do full hair and makeup, but kind of have in your head, in your mind when you're going into the fitting room, what you're, semi going to want to look like when you do that. And my last and most helpful tip with the fitting room scare is have a shopping buddy. If you can have someone go with you and you think that will make you feel better, bring someone. It's all about support, especially in this thing called life. The more support you have, the easier things will be for sure. So that's kind of my health and wellness roundup for the week. I know, too, we're going to start discussing the newer Disney movies that they've said that they were going to turn into live action. And one in particular that it seems fitting, hence my hair for the day that we're going to circle back to, is The Little Mermaid. So we would love to know your opinion on the fact that Disney isn't the only one that's doing a Little Mermaid live action film. One is actually set to come out. I believe it is Universal.
It's already out.
I haven't seen it anywhere.
I got a text message about it.
So I'll have to go try to stalk it and see.
It's weird.
We want to know your thoughts. Which version do you think you would like better? If you've seen this Universal Little Mermaid live action, do you like it, love it, hate it? Give us some feedback on that. We'd love to hear. Also, what do you think about this Mulan take that it's going to be a dark version? It's not going to be a musical.
I heard rumors are going around that the Disney execs have been hearing I don't want to say like the protests, but the cries of fans that they want it to be a musical. So Disney is, from what I'm hearing, in the process of deciding whether they're going to stick with
I have a 50-50 on it. I think it all depends. If you want it to be from a darker, more realistic angle, you could still do music-type essence to it, but it doesn't need to be as, a prominent thing. Like Beauty and the Beast, you had almost every single song from the animated version in it. Some of them, in a live-action version, I don't know if you need the music, so it'll be interesting to see. There are a few other interesting ones that are on the list to be made into live action that I'm not sure how they're going to translate very well. They're going to bring James and the Giant Peach into a live action. I'm not sure if that necessarily needs to be. That's interesting to me. Doing that, the kind of animation that it was set in was so different. Yeah. I think it should be interesting, the Snow White adaptions as well, how they choose to do that. I feel like they need to pick who Snow White is very wisely. Because they're going to need to distinguish themselves away from the Snow White and the Huntsman movies that have taken up as late. So that'll be really interesting to see how that plays itself. But really, I think this summer for Disney is going to be more on the Marvel end than anything what people are getting excited about. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 is coming out. To be honest, I'm a big Marvel fan. I didn't see Guardians when it first came out because it just didn't look like my thing, but upon watching them, I think they're pretty good. Also, too, what we'll be having coming for you soon is hopefully coming in April, it'll be celebration time, Star Wars Celebration. So we will have a lot of stuff to talk about on the Star Wars front. Star Wars Rebels did end. It ended a little lackluster for my taking. Wasn't a really big fan of how it ended. I get it's a children's show, so it has to be kind of kosher to what children need. You can't have major people dying and stuff like that, but it should be interesting to see where the show progresses to for Season 4. Season 4 is slated to come out into the fall, which I think is a very interesting placement for Disney, because if the show is going to come out in the fall, that means it'll be ending in the winter and will be right there for The Last Jedi. So I'll keep you guys posted with that. So, like I said earlier, make sure you guys check out our Facebook group that we have, Be Well and Love Disney. It'll be open to the public. It'll be lots of fun, lots of positivity. And I'm going to kick it over to Ashton with her closing stuff, if she has anything right now.
Yes, I have a few things quickly. Thursday, April 6th, from 9:30 to 10:30 in the morning, the Blue Angels will be flying over Disney World.
Awesome.
Totally forgot about that. And to go back to Mulan, I have to say, I hope it is a musical, because Be a Man is my favorite. And every time I hear it, it brings me back to my days in the Army. Literally every time I hear that song, because it is a man's world that we live in.
True.
Not doing the whole feminist thing, just stating facts. It is a man's world that we live in, and I was in an infantry unit. And so every time that song comes on in my car, I just it's like a memory in my video, like in my head. It's just like a music video playing, and I'm just rethinking everything that I experienced. And Mulan is one of my favorite, because when I was a kid, I thought that, military is just supposed to be guys. And seeing that showed me that it doesn't have to be like that. Just because you're a female doesn't mean that you're not as brave as they are, or that you're not as strong as they are. And yes, it might take females a little more time to get to the physical standards of the males, but we can do anything that they can do. And I think that movie is such a powerful movie in showing little girls that you can do anything that the boys do. And so I personally hope it is.
I for sure agree with that. I definitely second that. Girl power all the way. I think that we definitely need more people who are going to empower little girls to kind of want to be equal and to strive to do things that boys can do just as well. Definitely my industry that I'm in is a kind of a great example of that, of the Beachbody coaching. A lot of the top coaches are women. That you would think, oh, health and fitness, they got to be dudes. No, they're women. Nope. They're kick-ass, badass women who put every struggle that they had out there and just made it their own, which is definitely what the both of us do. You take your struggles aside and you turn them into your purpose and passion, and you create something that people want to enjoy and want to experience. And that's what it's all about, really, is, finding that purpose and passion, giving others the tools that they need to turn it around and change themselves. And that's kind of what it's all about. That's definitely what being well and being free kind of embodies, and definitely is all about. It's taking it and owning it and letting it be yours, and you have that freedom that you want and need to do whatever it is that you want. That's kind of how it is. So that is it for this episode, guys. So as always, you know what I'm going to leave you with. I hope you guys are being well and being free out there and enjoying the springtime. And make sure, if you haven't already, join our Be Well and Love Disney group, and also my Spring into Summer health and fitness group. As always, guys, thanks for listening. Take care, and we will talk to you real soon.